Day, ladies and gentlemen. Today's video is Proverbs 10 in the Septuagint. Let's begin, shall we? Quote, "A wise son makes his father glad, but a foolish son is a grief to his mother." Stop. Looking at how the sons and daughters of Israel act today, there should be more grief-stricken mothers than we see and hear. That is a problem all in itself. Why? Because a kid always wants to please their parents. Who don't? The problem is, in modern times, parents are kids in heart and mind and do not display their disappointment towards their children's actions. They make this excuse for them and that excuse for them under the guise of support, mind you, but never showing your child what they are doing and looking like, thus a reflection on you, is not pleasing in your eyes, and there must be consequences for your disappointment. The advice of allowing your child to make their own mistakes is the biggest bunch of crap I ever heard. That is why you are there, to instruct them beforehand, so the consequences of mistakes don't engulf them. But that's just me. Let's continue, shall we? Quote, "Treasures shall not profit the lawless, but righteousness shall deliver from death." Stop. What use of gaining the world for 70 memorable years and lose your soul for eternity? It seems like the limit of a deal to me. But as we can see, get that money is the anthem of our society. Black women? Yes, I am starting at the root. Black women demand what money can buy them, and they gravitate to the pseudo-respect and power it brings. Seeing black males are pathetic vagina hounds and only the mere shell of wise men today, they are domesticated like Pavlov's dogs to provide what is needed for their idol's attention. But I will leave it there. Let's continue. Quote, "The Lord will not famish a righteous soul, but he will overthrow the life of the ungodly." Stop. How many of you, and this is just a question, this personal question for me, how many of you who somehow, in some way, look at a guy's video who has no production, the pictures focus in and out, he's perceived as a racist, hated as a misogynist, and he can't read a damn lick? How many of you are famished? Bingo. Let's continue. Quote, "Poverty brings a man low, but the hands of the vigorous make rich. A son who is instructed shall be wise, and shall use a fool for a servant." Stop. When are all of you black females and black males going to stop being the nation's fools? Just look at the entertainment/sport industries, for instance. I use them because they are the top money earners per capita than normal folks like you and I. Question: who controls every aspect of their careers, money, etc.? The white or Jew boy, of course. Even though they have proven they are the money makers, do you think they have gotten together and created their own MGM or Fox? Hell no. They would rather bitch and complain that a Jew boy didn't nominate their film for an idol, thus showing the cracker just how dependent we are for his attention and grace. But guess what? After all that hoopla over Straight Outta Compton not getting an idol nomination, the Jew boy sent the movie straight to Redbox as a slap in your face. What is the probability of the Jew boy, a Jew boy mind you, not stringing that money train along with the ordering of the DVD before it hits the secondary markets, and it not be a complete slap in the face. But I don't give a damn because I didn't see the movie and I think it's stupid. But let's continue. Quote, a wise son is saved from heat, but a lawless one is blighted of the wind of harvest. The blessing of the Lord is upon the head of the just, but untimely grief shall cover the mouth of the ungodly. The memory of the just is praised, but the name of the ungodly man is extinguished. Stop. This is the reason why the heathens memorialized everything. The dead, wicked acts, and people. For example, the Confederacy. If they didn't, who in the hell would care? Am I right about it? Let's continue. Quote, a wise man in heart will receive commandments, but he that is unguarded in his lips shall be overthrown in his perverseness. Eddie Longstroker, Crep Your Dollar, etc. He that walks simply walks confidently, but he that perverts, his ways shall be known. Notice all the scandals lately. He that winks with his eyes deceitfully procures grief for men, but he that reproves boldly is a peacemaker. There is a fountain of life in the hand of a righteous man, but destruction shall cover the mouth of the ungodly. Hatred stirs up strife, but affection covers all that do not love strife. I love you, Mr. Charlie. I love you, man. He that brings forth wisdom from his lips, smite the fool with the rod. I hope I'm not hurting you, Mr. Charlie. The wise shall hide discretion, but the mouth of the hasty draws near to ruin. The wealth of rich men is a strong city, but poverty is the ruin of the ungodly. The works of the righteous produce life, but the fruits, what? But the fruits of the ungodly produce sin. Paul, Saul, and Christianity, Women's Lib, etc. Quote, instructions keep the right way of life, but instructions unchastened goes astray. You can't punish your child and political correctness. Quote, righteous lips cover enmity, but they that utter railings are most foolish. Yet another indicator, the street preachers are wayward. Quote, by a multitude of words thou shalt not escape sin, but if thou refrain thy lips, thou wilt be prudent. Does it really take an hour and a half to go over one lesson? No. They just trying to give you your donation worth. Quote, the tongue of the just is tried silver, but the heart of the ungodly shall fail. The lips of the righteous know sublime truth, but the foolish die in want. The blessing of the Lord is upon the head of the righteous. It enriches him, and grief of heart shall not be added to it. A fool does mischief in sport, but wisdom brings forth prudence for a man. Stop. 90% of the thugs don't have to be thugs. 99% of the whores don't have to be whores. They do it for the sport of it. The money is just a payoff to justify their actions. They are addicted to it just like a junkie. Let's continue. Quote, The ungodly is engulfed in destruction, but the desire of the righteous is acceptable. When the storms passes by, the ungodly vanishes away, but the righteous turn aside and escapes forever. As a sour grape is hurtful to the teeth and smoke to the eyes, so iniquity hurts those that practice it. The fear of the Lord as length of days, but the years of the ungodly shall be shortened. Joy rests long with the righteous, but the hope of the ungodly shall perish. The fear of the Lord is the stronghold of the saints, but ruin comes to them that work wickedness. I don't know about you, but I fear Yah. I really do fear him. I know he loves me, but, let's continue. Quote, the righteous shall never fail, but the ungodly shall not dwell in the earth. The mouth of the righteous drops wisdom, but the tongue of the unjust shall perish. The lips of just men drop grace, but the mouth of the ungodly is perverse. Thank you for looking at this video, and look for the next.